The first time I made barley and mushroom risotto, I made it in a pan on the stove. But actually, I find it's much better making it in a slow cooker. It brings out the flavour of the mushrooms and the barley stays beautifully moist. So I'm going to make it in this Kambrook Quatro, which is actually much more than a slow cooker. This is Cassie from Kambrook, who's going to guide us through the many functions of the Quatro. Cassie, as the name implies, there are 4 functions. What are they?
This really is a multi-function appliance. So you can steam, cook rice, saute, and then put it onto slow cook. It's really good for people at home that don't have a lot of bench space to use. So we're going to saute, so I'll take out the steaming tray for us. Before we can start to cook, we need to set the dial to standby and the light flashes, so then we need to saute. So we need to turn the dial to the saute setting so we can cook our mushrooms and the light will stop. That's been heating up for a few minutes now, so we're ready to add our oil.
Great, let's get started. So add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and then 220 grams of Swiss mushrooms. 1 large clove of garlic cut into fine slivers. And just saute these for 4 to 5 minutes. This saute function really enhances the flavour of the dish. And on the subject of flavour, I found 50 grams of porcini mushrooms in a packet from the supermarket. Rinsed and soaked in 2 cups of boiling water is going to make this a sensational tasting dish. Add that to the pan with 1 cup of pearl barley. I really like the heartiness of barley better than rice. It has a lower GI and, in my opinion, much more flavour. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 cups of stock, and some cracked black pepper. Okay, my ingredients are all in. I'm ready to slow cook. What do we do?
All right, we'll place the lid back on, turn the dial back to standby just to reset the unit, place it onto slow cooking, and when that light stops flashing, we've started to cook.
Great, so for 6 to 8 hours we don't have to do anything.
You can stir it if you'd like to, a bit of an even flavour going through it, but you don't have to.
Lovely. Now just imagine it's 6 hours later and I want to serve this dish with some wilted spinach. So pop it in the steamer basket, lay it over the risotto, and in a few minutes it'll be done. So take that out and have a look. There's no prizes yet for beauty, but just have a look after it's been given a good stir. And here we are. Serve with a spoon of pesto and some shaved parmesan. This really is a slow-cooked vegetarian food at its absolute best.